back with another horde of NPCs, or what could possibly be, in time, a new character. Today we're just painting up some figures. We've got these two to be painted. We have him. This is cool. These are all the £2 things on Temu. In fact, this and a few others were £5 for £6, I think they were. So there's that. So different, kind of an assassin. Her skirt did go down all the way down, but as it snapped, it was very, very thin. So got a couple of dogs, well, a dog and possibly a fox. My Azura may end up with a husky kind of dog. It's going to be a red husky dog, so I'm going to paint those two. This one's currently half black, half grey, just because we have a red wizard, which may feature in my Icewind Dale game, although I'm still liking the red witch, but he's got to be painted up. We have sexy demon Britannia. Oh, Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. We have a tiefling bard, a sprayed red. Usually think tiefling's being blue, but we have, it's a huntress, I think it is. I can't remember what it is. We have a different one. What is this? Somebody tell me who he is. I recognise him. The dude on a jetpack. Who is he? Two more of the randoms. Dude with some serious weapons. Dudette. And this guy. He did have this sword, but she needed it. So, and I've got to make a sword or weapon for this, because she did have a weapon, which was, as you see, it snapped. It's very hard. The entire thing came in pieces. This was a piece, this was a piece, that was a piece, that was a piece, that was a piece. So her leg was in like 6 pieces. And the weapon I've put on the wrong way up, I think. It's supposed to hang down. It's supposed to be like a big axe. I didn't like it. So I'm going to make another weapon, a clave or something. But this is it. So let's get on. Incredibly nice legs. Who had the best legs? Who currently has the best legs? Models, actresses. It was always Citrese. Never understood the woman in White Christmas. She was peculiar all round. She never stopped staring at the camera. Drives me mad. I hate that film. Completely inappropriate reference to the middle of the hottest day of the year. Talking about White Christmas. But yeah, who had the best legs? Trying to clean the back off of this. I've just broke her skirt again. Look how thin that is. Her dress is just flimsy. I have to fix it again, but while I've got a space. I've now realised it's the girl from Resident Evil. Her dress was so incredibly thin that it broke. So I've kind of repaired it and I've put some liquid green stuff on it. The front, I have sacrificed her weapon because she had this big axe and I didn't like it. And I've got the idea to make these two the same person. I have a story idea for these two. This is Lady Raven, I've now realised. Couldn't remember what it was. I recognised it. Can't get it apart now. Get off. In trying to put the self-viewing camera together, it fell apart. Nearly knocked her on the floor. Look, she's perched. This is liquid green stuff. And I'm just gonna make these ridges a little bit thicker. fall over this time. Okay, another attempt. In the off time, I've made this out of a couple of power swords and what was left of her weapon, because I didn't like the thing that was there before. So I think that probably needs to be cut down a little bit. But in the meantime, I'm going to paint more. I'm going to paint some of this up. First things first, leather armour. Set about painting some of these things brown. Okay. Just want to get my hand out of the way. These have got to be metal. It's not like I don't have new brushes. It's just a case of finding. I'll leave them there for a moment. I'm painting the arms and all that brown and covering them in metallic. As she stands at the moment, I'm going to put some silver that's better, doesn't it? Same again on the other side. Now, what do we do with this?
He walks alone on frozen ground, where only stars and winds are found.
Alrighty, we've got two more that are very similar to that paint scheme. So I'm going to paint her. Obviously she's going to pink hair as well. And then I'll paint everything silver.
With a ghost in the northern night, a single soul beneath the light, chasing the sky, fire frame by frame, catching the dance that has no name through the sun.
Definitely one of those that you're not going to see this because she's going to be standing on a platform. You'll know, and I'll know. She's wearing Louboutins.
He captures what can't be held.
These are from them.
Becomes a sacred eye.
While I was on the phone, I've painted this.
Rivers in the sky, colors weave, then fade away. 1,000 nights for one brief day, chasing the sky, fire frame by frame, catching the dance that has no name.
Tying them all in together so they're all very similar in style. He doesn't have pink or red hair. He does have the red sash. The banded red sash. And I've not painted his feet because he's stuck to his base, but you know he's got red shoes on. Right, I don't know how long it took. It took me too long. but that is Raven. I'm going to do red here, basically. The 3 figures need red. Her dress needs to be red. I think it needs to be darker than this, but I'm going to start with this. Right, she's mostly done. This gun's awful. Look at the state of that gun. It's a nice thing, it's just really badly printed. We definitely have the yips today. Professional golfers get a glitch. It's called the yips. Okay, we are back on a really dull, late July afternoon, having not done anything for a week because it's been busy. It was my birthday last week and there was a lot going on. Case in point. Took over most of the week. If you want to go and see that on the other channel. This is Quarry. Now, this was a character in my game, and I've painted him to look like that. He is the brother of this character you saw me paint a few weeks back, Truth. Yes, the size is different, but no, he's not really that size. He's not Ant-Man. As you can tell, the clothing is the same. Truth is queen, and he should have been king, but for reasons that you need to read the book, should it ever come out, you'll understand why. So he's mostly done. I've just got to finish off the crystals around the bottom. And is this the Witcher? I think he is. I think he's done. I think he's done too. Okay, silver butterflies. Well, that didn't work. I think we're going to have to go with some silver blobs and cover it in red paint. Some lipstick. It is very dark and very as I said at the start of this today, and it really does affect my mood and my abilities. I very definitely suffer from seasonal apathy, and when it's dark and you really can't be able to do anything. I think that's all she needs. Another one for the pile. Right, okay, this is Quarry, and Quarry's going to get some purplish grey rock. I'm going with Slanesh purple, one of my favourite colours, and a bit of silver mixed together to make a kind of shimmery rock effect. In my book, Prince Quarry is a non-believer of magics. He doesn't believe that magic and things can exist, but is sent off in search of this girl. I'm trying to keep it vague because some belief in me that this will be published and you'll read it, but he doesn't believe in magic, and he gets sent off to look for this serving girl that's been kidnapped. And in his search, he finds a village with some weird and wonderful things going on. He very quickly realises by mistake that magic does exist, and he has an ability. In my world, the magic is like they have one trait, one ability, one thing, if they can do it. And it's a subtle thing. In his case, an ability to move rock. And so he quickly discovers that his destiny lies not on the throne of Drixland, but elsewhere. And that's him done. Next. There we go, that's another one done. It turned into more than it was going to be. Gold jacket and coloured sleeves and things. Tiefling bard. Right, just left with these two. I think this one's just going to be I think I'm going to dry brush some gold on that backpack. I just stood up to go and get some tissue. That fell off my head and just hit the floor. Right, well, okay, I have some of this PVA glue. Get off. Tidy up. Okay, found a dog tree. It's done. Okay, we need one done. Next. Here, we've done this off camera. I've just started just sticking bits together, just to try and bulk this up. Trying to make a stand for these two figures to go into. They're going to go like that so they can stand themselves, like that. Very thin sheets of cork, sticky on one side and corky on the other. Just do that to give some texture. What I need to do is just make I'm going to do is this and that, it's coffee grounds, so it kind of matches. Well, that's it, may as well just do the others. And that's 3, do my familiar. This one I'm going with this thing, which is more like mud. That's everyone except for her. That is Britannia. Okay, I think I'm going to have to do this in stages. Yep, that is very definitely turquoise, not blue. It's supposed to be royal blue. Let's find a blue. Okay, my mistake. The blue was over there. I picked the wrong one up thinking it was blue. So I thought it separated and gone a weird colour. Me being an idiot. Right, here comes the difficult bit. I've got to try and draw a red line down this bit here and get the red line slight, like 1/3 of the way down on this line, because the white line of the Scottish flag has to be wider on one side than the other to show that the Scotland has precedence over Ireland because, well, obviously because the kings and queens of England are descended from King James VI of Scotland. So they have precedence. Right, I'm going to do the middle first. Can you see? You can. So St George is now over Northern Ireland because the white cross is an island, the red cross St George. I think that's mostly done. It's a little bit wonky, but it's not bad. The only flaw, one, she's wearing a short dress, and two, she's holding a spear, not a trident. Making this trident that small be a bit of a challenge. Leading Resident Evil. Who is he? We still do not know who he is. The flying Father Christmas. Raven from Titans. The Red Wizard, adorned with candles on his shoulders, and he's much more a Warhammer. And then this guy is cool. Barbarian. I'm kind of going to barbarian priest vibe of him. Of course, you got the twins. They are a set. The barbarian priest and these two. I have a theory of if one of these is a character and then when she rages she turns into the other one. I kind of feel like it should be the giantess. She rages and goes down into the smaller version of herself. Then she becomes more vicious. Then we have the Grounder from 100. The Witcher, I think. The Wolf I just topped up. This is definitely going to be my familiar. At any point I get a chance to have a familiar. So my Red Panda Fox. Red Panda Fox. A Pandox, that's better. Quarry, now, who was Ray in my D&D game, is now called Corey. He will go up there next to his sister, Truth. Little demonette, red boots. She's wearing Louboutins, of course. And the Bard Tiefling. Her name is Helvis. There we go. Another selection of paintings. I should redo these one at a time, but I end up with so many of them that I kind of end up with too many to do and I could do one video and tell a story. There's always more. And there's more. But there we go. That is my NPCs for July. Britannia, however, I think is just going to stand and be British. I'm still not sure about the Union flag on the shield. It could be better. Anyway, we're going to go and sing Royal Britannia. Britannia rules the waves. Britain never, never, never shall be slaves. A strange combination of Royal Britannia and Stray Kids Elevator going around in my head at the moment. Two songs that do not meet. But why are you looking at me?